Lars, I wonder if you could start by just talking about the effort that you got from at least three of the guys who came up, and really all of them contributed in some way, but it's pretty impressive what those guys were able to contribute tonight.
Yep, yeah, another back-to-back for those guys, and we had some big contributions from those guys. Big goal there by Fixie, and yeah, we kept pushing all the way through there. It was close.
Just judging on minutes alone, Fixie seemed to earn a lot of your trust.
20 minutes, yeah, he played 20 plus tonight. Yeah, I feel like he was around the puck a lot, and it always helps when scorers score. He's been doing it at the American League level, but you get a goal there early, he feels good. It was a nice goal too. He went back and forehand, great shot. So I just felt like he had some legs tonight.
You mentioned before the game, some of the opportunities that these guys are getting, at this time of year and needing to take advantage of that. Is he kind of one of those guys that you're glad to just see him kind of take a step today? Yeah,
he's been around. He's been around. It's not his first year in the league, right? Yeah. So at some point you have to take that step, and you got to show that you belong. And he's got a skill set that could work at this level, even as a smaller guy. He's got a tenacity to him that you have to see every game. And and he can finish. We know he can produce. So, just you got to keep building on that and show that.
Did you like what you saw on Meyer, more so than maybe earlier this season?
Yeah. No, I thought Carson had a good game too. I think he was reliable. The first goal there, he was like, I thought he might get a penalty shot there. Again, we can argue that either way, but he had some looks, and I thought he had good legs tonight.
You lose Boone pretty much right before face-off, and you have to go 11 forwards. Like the way that guys were able to kind of persevere through that. Yeah,
it was. Boone's been trying to battle through some things there, and he just couldn't get through it here tonight. So we knew that was a possibility going into the game, and right away we're down to 11. So it was a blender tonight. We had guys playing in different positions, a lot of different combinations. It just was what it was.
Did Jenner strain something during warm-ups or?
No, he's been dealing with some stuff.
Sean, another one. Obviously, you guys want to win these, but just being able to kind of push this thing to overtime after losing the lead like that. How important are these kind of games?
Yeah, well, we were up too early, and thought we were sloppy early, and we let him back in the game. And it's. Some mistakes, but we stayed in there, and a good amount of guys played well, I think, and it's positive.
How much, if any, attention do you pay to the whole standings thing?
Yeah, we're here to play hockey. I come and I show up, and I got Blue Jackets versus Flyers, and my job is to do everything I can to help Blue Jackets win hockey games, and that's where I try to stay, Brian. And there's a lot going on. I'm not going to lie to you. There's stuff going on, and that's the outside. We're not oblivious. But sole purpose, come here, get 20 guys to win a hockey game. That's at the end of the day, you go back to the basics of that's our creed, is to come here and win games.
You guys lose Boone again, or not again, but you lose Boone late to another injury. It just seems like from start to finish this season, you guys can't shake that injury thing.
Yeah, it's missing Booner is that's the heartbeat of our team. So that's no fun to lose a guy like that. And we've got plenty of those guys out, but he's a big one. So it hurts. Kind of par for the course for this year, and strap them on and try and figure out how to win.
So you had three guys come in this morning, and three of them all contribute, right? Christensen and Trey Fix-Wolansky and Carson all figure. How impressive is that to you, what they've been able to do, play last night and then fly today and have a factor in that?
Yeah, it's big. They I think those guys and a couple others, kind of kept us in it at some points tonight, and credit to them. They played well. It's not been easy for them. They've been, racking up the miles, a few of them going back and forth. But, that's what you're expected. That's what we're going to need going forward. And, in the future, we're going to need guys to come up and step in, and credit to those guys for a good showing.
And just playing shorthanded tonight, and having to play with new line mates maybe every other shift, just how challenging is that, and how proud of you are you of the effort, given you're shorthanded?
Yeah, it's a good effort, and I think I think that's kind of the expectation, is everyone contributes regardless of what's going on. You got to find a way, and I think for the most part we did tonight. A little sloppy in some spots, but they addressed it between periods, and I think we kind of cleaned up a lot of it, like you said, there's some good games from some guys that have been doing a lot of traveling.
Without Boone being here, you get a bigger role here tonight. You got to play some more minutes, bigger situations. You cash in on the power play. As a matter of fact, playing that net front position. For you, how good does it feel? Role player, you've done everything you're asked all year long, and you get this chance tonight and make the most of that.
Well, yeah, it's I think you're just thinking how can I step in? There's some shifts with Johnny and Marchenko, and I haven't played a lot with them, and how can I try and make the game the easiest on them with sticking to what I do best, and not trying to play outside myself. So Boone's, I think, a great example of that, and he's a good role model to all our guys. So I think you just try and keep it simple, stick to your game, and do the basics that you can do, and not try to play outside yourself.
Not so long ago, you got sent back to the American Hockey League. You just went down there, you played hard, and you've created another opportunity. How good does it feel to be back and then to do what you did tonight, get that first goal of the year in the NHL?
Yeah, it felt amazing. I feel like tonight I had my legs under me and, was playing my game pretty consistently, shift in and shift out, and tried to use my shot and, had a nice opportunity there and put one home, so that was nice for me to get the first one of the year.
It's easy to look at how many games that you guys have played. I think you might be at 4 games in 5 days now, but when you're coming up to the National Hockey League, how much extra jump do you get no matter how many games you've been playing recently?
Yeah, it's easy to get up for these games. Any game in the National Hockey League is a great game, and I actually felt a little bit better tonight than I did last night in my game. So, maybe a little bit more confidence or whatever it is. But yeah, I think you can't let the travel or the sleep get to you. You got to battle through, and we have to play to the best of our abilities and try to help this team win.
You guys played with 11 forwards tonight. Obviously, Boone is late scratch. I'm assuming that you're like a lot of forwards and you're not going to complain about increased ice time.
No, definitely not. I think the more opportunity I can get, the better chance there is to show what I can do. And, obviously you never want to see a guy like Boone go down, but it does create other opportunities for younger guys in this lineup. And I thought the guys that came up did a pretty good job playing the right way and, kind of trying to create energy for this team.
What does more ice time mean to you?
I think I just get into the game a little bit quicker. I love being out there and I love touching the puck, so it gets me into the game. And I'm glad that the coaches had enough trust in me to keep putting me out there tonight.
You mentioned confidence too, and getting that first goal at the NHL level. You're having a heck of a year in the A. How much more confidence do you get out of a goal at this level than you would in the AHL?
Yeah, 100%. Like you said, obviously having a good year in the A, and hasn't translated over in the games that I played, but I felt like tonight I took a step forward, and getting that goal kind of jump-started my confidence and gave me another extra boost of energy for the rest of the game.
Carson, getting a chance to come back up here once again, how much does that mean to you based on the season that you had? You had the injury that kind of set you back a little bit. How nice is it to be back?
Yeah, it's a great feeling. It's always, very special for me to be able to put this jersey on and live out my dream of playing in the NHL. So, obviously the injury derailed my season a little bit. It was a little bit of a setback, and even coming back from it, it took me a little bit to get back into game shape. So, I feel like I finally have my feet back under me, and so it was nice to get the call up and get the chance to play tonight.
Being here is one thing. Being here and being noticeable is another thing. And it looked like you were very noticeable here tonight. Did you feel comfortable and good about your game?
Yeah, I felt pretty good. Obviously flew in this morning and played last night. So I think a little bit in the first to get the legs going. But as the game went on, I felt pretty good, all things considered.
Carson, how much does it help you to get into the game when you contribute the way you did on that first goal?
That helps a lot. I think you get a little bit more confidence, a little bit more jump in your step when you help create a goal early in the first period. I think it's nice to play with that already under your belt. You just play a lot better, in my opinion.
So many of you guys up here from Cleveland. How much does that help? You all know one another's games very well. How much does that help in this situation?
Probably helps quite a bit. I mean, a lot of the time I was out there with Dunner or Foods. I was in Cleveland with Foods for a bit, or Christie or Bernie on the back end, and all these guys, we've got pretty good chemistry because all of us have played the better part of the last 3 seasons together. So it's a weird scenario, but I think it probably does benefit us a bit.
Do you think your mom's ever going to get used to you looking like that?
No, No, I just can't be happy with this.
You look in the mirror though, and you look like that. Obviously, you look like a hockey player. You made a dedication going to pro hockey to play a tougher game. I mean, is that's just evidence of it right there, right? Basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't look like that every game. But.
Yeah, I mean, ideally it doesn't look like this after every game, but I don't know. Probably shows that maybe I'm working hard to get in the corners